HarperCollins presents Trust the Plan by Will Sommer, read by Knezevich. A note before we begin. For notes on the text and the author's acknowledgments, don't forget to download the accompanying enhancement PDF from your audiobook provider. For Juliana. Secrets are an exalted state, almost a dream state. They're a way of arresting motion, stopping the world so we can see ourselves in it. Don DeLillo, Libra. Author's Note. Writing about Q, the anonymous figure behind QAnon, can be difficult because so little is certain about Q's identity. We don't know whether Q is a man or a woman, or whether it's one person or many. For simplicity, and because the best investigations into Q's identity have all focused on men, I use male pronouns for Q throughout the book. I changed the names of people who talked to me about their family members' involvement in QAnon to protect their privacy and give them the freedom to talk about QAnon's effect on their lives. I have also used pseudonyms for minors involved in court cases. Introduction. The Storm. The morning of January 6, 2021, a few hours before Congress would vote to certify Joe Biden's electoral win, hundreds of Donald Trump's most fervent supporters encircled the U.S. Capitol. Some of the protesters were setting up gallows for lawmakers who supported the stolen election. Others prowled in military-style body armor, zip ties in hand. Across town, Trump was giving a speech near the White House, urging tens of thousands of his voters to join the crowd already at the Capitol to show strength. Outside of Congress, the scene rippled with anger and open promises to commit violence if Trump wasn't reinstalled for 4 more years. Red hats and Trump flags featuring a muscular, armed, Rambo-style Donald were popular. But there was another symbol in the swelling mob, too. A flag with a single letter. A Q. Therese Borgerding, a middle-aged Trump fan from Ohio, had traveled to Washington with her own gear, carrying a giant blue cardboard Q on a pole twice her height, and a neck gaiter that put a large red Q over her mouth. She wanted to tell me something. Not about Joe Biden or Donald Trump, but about the children in the tunnels. As Borgerding told me, nefarious forces led by the most powerful people in the world, titans of Hollywood, the Democratic Party, and big business, had forced these children to live in thousands of miles of underground tunnels. Hidden out of sight, these mole children are terrorized by pedophiles until their bodies produce adrenochrome, a highly coveted liquid that celebrities and the world's richest financiers drink to stay young. Now Trump and the military were using the global COVID-19 pandemic as a cover to rescue the children. The Navy hospital ships deployed to respond to the virus were secretly treating the rescued mole children. For that matter, most earthquakes aren't even earthquakes. They are seismic events created when the Army demolishes the pedophile layers underground. Borgerding told me she was getting this information from a secretive military intelligence agent called Q. He posited that the whole tunnel operation was run by a globe-spanning cabal of bankers, politicians, and Hollywood stars who could only be stopped by Donald Trump. Now Borgerding and thousands of her compatriots had come to Washington to make sure Trump stayed in office until his God-given mission to destroy that cabal and bring America into a new Christian era, free of war and disease, was accomplished. Rescuing the mole children was just one part of that plan, healing a symptom of a terminally sick world that only Trump could save. "There's criminals in there that need to be arrested," Borgerding said, gesturing across the street toward the Capitol building. "The Democrat Party has done satanic rituals on little children." For Borgerding and many others at the Capitol that day, the vote count in Congress wasn't just about who would be president. It was a physical struggle with Satan himself, a fight for the soul of the world. The Capitol was the latest battlefield in a brewing war, and they were on the front line.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?